All right, welcome back to the biology series on nervous system. First, I'd like to give credit to the authors of these materials, Jam Remix. So let's practice the questions. People suffering from myopia. So first, what is myopia? Jot down. Myopia means short-sightedness. Myopia means short-sightedness. Next, I want you to jot down causes of myopia. Eyeballs being longer eyeballs than normal. Longer eyeballs than normal. Or deeper eyeballs than normal. So if the eyeball is longer than normal or deeper than normal, the person is most likely to suffer myopia, which is also called short-sightedness. Short-sightedness. Next, right. The image from distance is brought to focus before the retina instead instead of instead of being focused on the retina. I'll go again. The image from distance. So if the person is looking at something from afar, the focus of it will be in front of the retina, not on the retina. You get. Next, right. Myopia is corrected by making use of concave lenses. Open bracket, diverging lenses, concave lenses, concave lenses. Next, let's write down hypermetropia. Hypermetropia is also known as long-sightedness. Next, right, causes. The distance image is seen clearly. Distance image. So people with long-sightedness, when something is far away, they'll see it clearly. When the thing is very close to them, they'll find it difficult to see it. So hypermetropia is long-sightedness. Distance images are seen clearly, while the closer the image, the blurrer it becomes. Next, right? The eyeballs are shorter than normal, or they lie deep within the socket. Next line, right? Right. Long-sightedness is corrected by using convex lenses to converge the ray. Convex, convex lenses to converge the ray. Convex is convex. Also, right. Other eye defects. Roman figure I. Presbyopia. This is common within the elderly or within elderly people. Presbyopia. Roman figure astigmatism. 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 This is due to the uneven cornea. Cornea is cornea. Uneven cornea. Roman figure cataract. Cataract is cataract. Cloudy material obstructing the lens. That's what they call cataract. Next, night blindness is also a eye defect. Night blindness is due to the lack of vitamin A. Next, xerophthalmia. Xerophthalmia is spelled Xero, not Xero. Xerophthalmia. Like xenophobia, you want to spell. So Xerophthalmia. Xerophthalmia. Dry eyes. This may also be caused by the deficiency of vitamin A. Then the last one, conjunctivis. Conjunctivis is spelled conjunctivitis. Inflammatory of the conjunctiva. This is usually caused by bacterial infection. Example, glaucoma is also due to that also. So now they said people suffering from myopia, they can see near objects but they can't see far objects. So short-sightedness, they see near object, they can't see far object. While long-sightedness, they see far, they can't see near. You get? Number two, the figure shows diagrams of the correction of sightedness. If the unbroken lines represent light rays from the object and the broken lines the reflected rays through the lens, which of this is correct? The reflected rays through the lens. Number two, this is B. Option D is the correct one. If you need more explanation on that, you could screenshot this and send, so I'll make more explanations on it for you. 3, because of time. In a phototrophic experiment, young seedling in a box were subjected to light from one direction. The seedling continued to grow erect. Which of the following statement is correct? All right, so okay, let's search for other options. So number three is option D. The tips of the seedling may have been covered. 3 is option D. Otherwise, the otherwise the seedling would bend or it would grow towards the light, the influence of the light. So it may have been covered. So the tips of the seedling may have been covered. 3 is option D. 4. When the ciliary muscles of the eye contract, the eye lens does what? It bulges. Option A. When the ciliary muscles contract, the this thing would bulge out. The eye lens would bulge out. Now let's write, when ciliary muscles contract, the eye lens bulges out, but when they relax, the eye lens becomes elongated. The eye lens become elongated. Next, right, the ability of the eye to bring images to perspective on the retina at varying distance is called accommodation. Accommodation. You are going to see similar questions like that. They will ask you ability of the eyes to focus on far distance image. The answer is accommodation. So I have to give that now as a note. Number 5, the part of the mammalian brain responsible for maintaining balance is cerebrum. Cerebrum. Let's write, function of the cerebrum is the seat of cerebrum, cerebrum, is the seat of intelligence, learning, memory, thinking, reasoning, judgment, sense of morality, creativity, power, and imagination. That's the cerebrum. Okay. Next, also the sensory perception, example, pain, pleasure, temperature, touch, sight, hearing, taste, and smell. That is also under cerebrum. And also voluntary muscle contraction. Voluntary muscle contraction of this skeletal system is also under cerebrum. Next, functions of the hypothalamus. So I'm going to be giving the functions of the different parts of the brain. Functions of the hypothalamus. First, it regulates, it controls the actually it controls sorry, it's the center for regulation of body temperature. So it helps control body temperature, test, test, appetite, alertness, hypothalamus. Next, it is also an important link within the nervous system and the endocrine system. So it coordinates between the nervous system and the endocrine system. Next, function of the pons varolii. Pons varolii is Pons, give space Varolli. Pons varolii, or sometimes they call it pons, Pons, pons. It connects the two lateral cerebral hemisphere. Next, function of the medulla oblongata. Medulla is spelled medulla. Oblongata is oblongata. The medulla oblongata controls involuntary activities such as respiration, heartbeat, digestion, as well as vasoconstriction and vasodilation. We've touched this in previous clips. Next, I would like you to jot down divisions of the brain. The brain is divided into the forebrain, hindbrain, and the midbrain. The forebrain consists of the olfactory lobes, cerebrum, and hypothalamus. So you can be asked, where is the cerebrum located in the brain? Is the forebrain. Hypothalamus is at the forebrain. Olfactory lobes are on the forebrain. Then you also have the hindbrain. Hind is Hind. The pons varolii is located there. The medulla is located there. The cerebellum is located there. They are also located there. So number 5, the part of the brain responsible for maintaining balance. 5 is definitely option B, cerebellum. This one is responsible for maintaining balance posture. Okay, because the cerebellum actually coordinates voluntary muscles. The cerebellum coordinates voluntary muscles. Let's attempt question 6. Which part of the human brain is concerned with reflexes controlling the heart rate and breathing we've touched this one already, option A, which is the medulla. 7. The following are connected with the movement of reflexes action. Simple reflexes action, you should have, let me see, you have first your skin. When something touches your skin, then it goes to sensory nerves, then it goes to the central nervous system, then it goes to the motor nerve, and it goes back to the muscle. Yeah. So number 7 is option E. You could write out the patterns and see, because the skin will first receive the sensory impulse. If I try to prick you now, aka pinch, say the person pinch me, they call am pin prick. So if I try to prick you up, I pinch you, now your skin abi, the next thing will go is the sensory neurons. They will take the impulse from the skin to the central nervous system. This place will process and interpret the information and send it back to the motor nerve. The motor nerve will take impulse from the central nervous system to effectors, and from there it gets to the muscle. Whether you can't shift your body or you go leave your body there, will can't matter. The muscle, which will be the contact in response to the stimulation that has been created. Number 8. Biconcave lens are used in the correction of an eye defect called myopia. Option A. 9. The center which controls respiratory activities in the mammalian brain is the medulla. Option E. Number 10. The tips of some rice seedlings were cut off while some were left intact. Both were covered with a container which had only one small hole to allow light through. After 24 hours, it was observed that what will be observed? The intact tip, they will bend towards the light. Option D. 11. Which of these instruments is used to demonstrate the response of root and shoot to gravity? Please pay keen attention to this question 11. Did they repeat them well? Clinostat is the answer. I want you to read it, rewind the video again. Clinostat is the answer to number 11. Clinostat. Number 12. Accommodation of the human eye is best described as, remember we talk about accommodation, option C, focusing of near and distance objects. So sometimes if you see something, you look at them again, look at example, maybe you go through a path, then maybe something happened or so, maybe something like an accident or so. You are not running there, but some people will be trying, where they are trying to focus, like that ability is called accommodation. Then they will get to a place where maybe they shift their leg up, maybe something happens across your fence, then your leg is now up, then you get to a place where your eyes down, don't they see the thing where you go like position for them until there is something hit you or something. Let's go, but let's continue. The accommodation of the eyes is best described as option C, focusing of near and distance objects. 11. Growing yam tendrils climb for support. This growth response is aptotrophism. There are different responses. Aptotrophism is also the same thing as stigmotrophism. Aptotrophism is spelled HAPTOTROPISM, or stigmotrophism. Stigmotrophism is spelled THIGMOTROPISM. Now, let's take down note. Types of trophism or tropic movement. So if they say it performs a tropic movement or trophism, is the same thing. Phototrophism is the response to light. Phototrophism is the response to light, as we know. Next, hydrotrophism, response to water. Geotrophism, response to gravity. Aptotrophism, response to touch, when you touch something. Please note, phototrophism is also called heliotrophism. Heliotrophism is spelled HELIOTROPISM. Heliotrophism. Helio means the sun. Okay? While there are also negative and positive trophism. While if a plant grows away from somewhere, it's called negative trophism. If the plant grows towards the place or some certain area, it's called positive trophism. So that one is aptotrophism, right? 13. Touched 13. We said 13 is option A. 14. Which of the labeled parts is in the figure controls the muscles within which maintains balance? 14. This 4 here, you could draw this if you are taking it down. 4 is called the cerebellum. 4 is called the cerebellum. This drives the sensory impulse from the muscles, joints, eyes, ears to coordinate within the body balance. This 2 here, that's where you find the cerebrum. 5 is where you find the olfactory lobe. This small one here is where you find the pineal body. Pineal is Pineal. 3 is where you find the medulla oblongata. So option B is the correct answer. 4, which is where you find the cerebellum. 15. Plant. 15. Roots of plants are normally negatively chemotropic. So if you put chemical somewhere, the root of the plant will grow away from it. 16. The part of the mammalian eye that strongly bends light ray are the 16. You have your lens and your vitreous humor. Your lens and the vitreous humor, they bend the light ray. All right, we'll move to next. Number 17. External ears of the mammal consist of auditory meatus and the pinna. Option D. Auditory meatus and the pinna. Now, external auditory or acoustic meatus. So let's write external ear, like the ears are into 3 parts. External ear, you have your pinna, external auditory meatus or acoustic meatus. Next, middle ear, you have the tympanic membrane. Tympanic is Tympanic, tympanic membrane, and you also have tympanic chamber. Open bracket, this chamber is air-filled and it also contains 3 ossicles or small bones, namely the malleus or hammer. Malleus is Malleus or hammer. Incus or anvil. Incus is spelled incus or anvil. Anvil is Anvil. Then lastly, stapes or stirrup. Stape is Stapes or stirrup. Stirrup is Stirrup. Next, you also have within the middle ear, you have the chamber that leads to the pharynx or the throat via the eustachian tube. Eustachian is Eustachian. Next, you have your tympanic membrane. Is also there, aka the eardrum. And lastly, you have the inner ear. The inner ear consists of the round and oval windows. Next, it consists of the sulcus and utricle. And lastly, it consists of the semicircular canals and the cochlea. Cochlea is spelled Cochlea. The cochlea is actually used for hearing proper, while the eustachian tube is to equilibrate the air pressure from both sides of the tympanic membrane. Next, the eardrum helps to transmit vibrations to the ossicles when sound wave impinge on it. Impinge is Impinge. Impinge. Next, the ossicles, they help to amplify the vibration of the membrane. And lastly, the pinna, this thing wey they call ear, where they put earring, they call an auditory meatus, external auditory meatus or pinna. No being be your ear really. Your ear dey inside. You know if you see your ear, your ear dey inside, except you put something, toothpick or something. The one way they touch, people say you get big ear, na lie. That they don't know the English, they don't know what they talk. Wait, the one way they touch na pinna, not your main ear. Okay, the one that can be seen. Your main ear is inside, but the pinna is still part of it. Or your ears are inside. So 17, they say external ears of the mammal consist of, we said option D, right? Option D is correct. Then question 18, which of these parts of the mammalian ear is directly concerned with the sense of balance? Sense of balance. 18 is option E, semicircular canal. 19, we'll stop at 20 in this clip. The movement of the part of a plant in response to external stimuli to no particular direction is called Right. Nastic movement. Nastic movement is when a plant responds in no particular direction or to no particular direction. Non-directional movement is nastic movement. Examples of this plant: mimosa plant, mimosa, comma, pitcher planter. Sorry, pitcher plant. Pitcher is pitcher plant. Next, flamboyant plant, flamboyant plant, flamboyant plant. So non-directional movement is called nastic movement. Next one, let's talk about tactic movement. Take down this note. Tactic. Tactic is Tactic. Tactic movement is also called taxi movement or taxism. Taxi, Taxis, or taxism. Right. Number one, it is a directional response to unidirectional stimulus. So it's a directional response to unidirectional stimulus. Just like taxi. If you tell a taxi, head towards the west, it will go towards the west. You understand? One direction. Now, next line. The whole organism moves. The whole organism moves. Translocation. And next, taxism could be phototactic, chemotactic, or thermotactic. Phototactic is due to light. When light comes, the plant will move away or move towards the light. Chemotactic, you pour chemical, the plant try to shift from the chemical after some time. Or that's chemotactic. Or thermotactic, thermotactic. Next, so the movement of part of a plant in response to external stimulus. Part of the plant will move. We already know. Non-directional is option D. Now we stop at question 20. The part of the mammalian brain responsible for maintaining balance, we already know, is cerebrum. Option C. Cerebrum. Option C. Option C. Next, let's still take that note as regards movement of plant. The last one, tropic movement. Tropic is TROPIC or tropism. It is a directional response to unidirectional stimulus. Next, only a fixed part of the plant would move. So, taxism, the entire plant would move, while tropism, only a fixed part of the plant would move. Tropic is TROPIC or tropism, TROPISM. Good. The movement is actually a growth movement. Most of the times, if they ask you, the growth movement of a plant is what? Is also known as tropic or trophism. Trophism. Do not forget, we've talked about nastic movement, non-directional response to multi-directional stimulus. We talk about taxism. We say taxism or tactic movement is a directional response to a unidirectional stimuli. So something hit them from one part, then it moves to another part or something. Next, we say the whole organism would move. The whole organism would move. And lastly, we say tropic movement. Tropic movement. Do not forget, tactic, TACTIC, is also called taxi, TAXIS. Lastly, tropic movement or trophism. This one is a directional response to a unidirectional stimuli. But in this case, only a fixed part of the plant would move, most especially when the plant is growing. Alright, we'll stop here. The next clip will continue from this place and try to complete this chapter. If you've gotten to this place, gotten to this end of this video, well done, you've done well. First, I want to ask if you've jotted down the point. If no, you go back again and jot down the point. And I also want to inform you that we run classes to help you prepare for your next exam. If you like to be part of the class, I'm going to leave the link in the description box. If you also have questions or there are other gray areas you want me to throw more light on, you could reach out to us from the link in the description box. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Ewing.